So Hippocrates said in 400 BCE that all disease begins in the gut, and this is absolutely true. And there is so much literature now coming out about gut health and how it is reflected in our overall health. And this is mainly because of the microbiome. Greg put a beautiful little video in week 2 on how the microbiome impacts, or how meditation can impact the microbiome, and the other way around. But we are inextricably connected to our microbiome. Just like everything else in nature, we've co-evolved with our microbiome. And we actually have more microbial DNA in our bodies than human DNA. So that, for me, makes me feel and think, what actually is the definition of self? And we're in charge of what's growing within our bodies. We need a symbiotic relationship. And the reason we need that symbiotic relationship is because we are giving a wonderful place for these bacteria to live and thrive. And they are doing essential jobs in our bodies. They're synthesizing vitamins. They participate in our digestive process. They help us absorb nutrients. And so brain fog is something that many, many, many people deal with now. In fact, it's become a diagnosis. And a lot of this is coming from an imbalanced microbiome. And so when we can feed the microbiome healthy foods and we can make lifestyle choices that promote a healthy microbiome, we will begin to experience less brain inflammation. Our mind becomes clearer. We have increased resilience. And this allows us to more easily make choices like starting a meditation or choosing a tool to help us get above the line when we're in conflict and we want to make a choice I don't know if any of you have had this experience, but for me, especially when I had gut microbiome imbalances, there were many times that I wanted to make a choice that was in alignment with my value system, but I felt like I couldn't actually take the steps to do that. So seeing our body as an ecosystem and caring for it in that way, for me, allowed my mind to clear up so that it was easier for me to make the choices that were in alignment with my value system. And so this is a short review, but I find it so fascinating and I could talk about it all day. How does this happen? How does the microbiome regulate inflammation in our bodies? When we eat nourishing foods, especially that have fiber, this feeds the microbiome. And for the fiber, we actually don't even digest that ourselves. It's the microorganisms within us that will ferment it, and they make a magical molecule, many magical molecules, and they're called short-chain fatty acids. The name doesn't really matter, but these decrease one of their primary functions, among many others, is to decrease inflammation in our body.